Welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next July 2020 into August 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and ready to serve you some clarity, guidance, and grace. You are, as ever, the first sign of the zodiac that I do this for, so we're only doing a 5-card draw. This should be relatively short, so let's get down to business. First of all, really so important, my subscribers, thank you so much for following along, helping my numbers grow slowly but steadily, getting there. Really enjoying my journey, and I know a lot of you get me, and I'm helping. So the rock and roll. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and commenting. Apparently commenting now is what lets people see the videos. So even if you're like, that was great, you know, it helps more people see it. I don't know how that works. Not supposed to. It's absolutely none of my business. But what is my business is getting you the clarity, guidance, and grace in terms of what you need. And a what do I need read for this new moon in Cancer, which is going down a new moon on Monday. Someone still has to wake up Simon Laban on that one. The 20th of July to a full moon on Monday, full moon in Aquarius. No song as far as I'm aware of. On August 3rd, 2020. Cool, waxing moon. So looking at what you need to wax, right? Things you need to start off as a symbolic seed growing into something, new moon to full moon. So please keep in mind this is a general read, right? Take what resonates, leave what does not. Check your other signs. Trying to keep these relatively short. It's only a 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks, 1 for each of the pantheons that I work with, guides, angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Just to give you some pieces of the puzzle. It's a mysterious path. Some clues are helpful. Cool. In terms of what you need. So if you focus on your breath and I focus on my breath, we'll get some clarity for you, shall we? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Aries. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the bottom. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. In terms of the angel that you need to work with, that you need to call from, look, I learned a long time ago, angels are everywhere, but you actually have to make the call. They're not allowed to just intervene, right? Even if it's like, oh my God, help me, that'll do, right? But this is like calling upon a specific angel for a specific function. And they're ready, let's do this. My angels, please. There you are. 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What do they need? What is the healing angel they need to work with? This new moon in Cancer to full moon Aquarius, June into July 2020. What do you got for them? Who is the angel to work with? And that's the angel of new beginnings, which is pretty cool for a new moon, right? New moons are all about new beginnings, right? Initiation. You're also an Aries sign, first sign of the zodiac, first house, and all of that. So new beginnings are kind of your gig, right? Initiatory in that sense. Let's take a look about what that is using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the voices of the goddess, the divine yin, the internal world, and what you need to be aware of inside of yourself, really the voices of the divine feminine, right? The feminine energy within all things, what's going on in your inner world. Nice deep breath, or what to be aware of. One more. There we are. My goddesses, please. 1 card in clarity for this Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need for this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2020? Please, the angels are talking about new beginnings. Can you give us what they need to address within themselves about that, which is the 5 of Cups, a storm. So there may be some conflicting emotions within you. You might be going through emotional change. Fives are certainly a number of change. They stabilize and harmonize in the 6. But do understand that all storms pass, but that they are necessary. There could be some emotional purging going on here about a new beginning, which, you know, doesn't have to mean it's all scary necessarily, but it can be disrupting a new change, a new beginning. And aren't we all learning our new beginnings, right? Just collectively as a global society, let alone what's going on in our own individual storylines, so to speak. So to be aware of that it's okay, right? I mean, 5 of Cups, as I said, it's a card of the storm. It does pass. But how it clears the mind, so to speak, right? Just like how a good storm clears the sky. The water clearing, purifying the air, as if you will. We're going to ask from the Mythic Tarot, sort of the opposite of that, the Daughters of the Moon. The Mythic Tarot will be the voices of the gods, the divine yang, something to be aware of outside of yourself. Now, these are the only 2 tarot decks I'm using for this card draw, so this has given us our bit of story, or a bit of archetypal narrative, so to speak. Nice deep breath. My gods, please, there you are. Front and center, please. 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, July to August 2020. What should they be aware of? What do they need to be aware of? Like, what do they need on the outside, right? Woo! Well, I think that new beginning has to do with an offer of love. And therefore, a new beginning, seed, love, and attraction, something or other, that's just got you at storm. Well, I don't know about you, but I have always been a storm. Little Stevie Nicks, but also I'm Hurricane Mal. It's been, I mean, I am Hurricane Mal. I am the irresistible force, but that's why I keep getting paired up with immovable objects. Nice to be involved with another irresistible force every now and again. But you get me on this? Yeah, you've been shaken and stirred, Mr. Bond. Lovely. I mean, look, if you're going to be in a storm, let it be a love storm, right? A new beginning. So you've literally got a new beginning with an ace of cups. It's Aphrodite, sweet and flighty. Oops, she left without her daily nightie. She runs around in her see-through nightie. Let's keep going. She's one of my goddesses. I'm actually was wearing her totem today, so it's nice to see her manifest in art form. We're going to get you the Healing Mantra deck card. What is the healing mantra that you need to work with, right? We're already more than halfway through this, but this gives me more time to extrapolate and get a little bit more from the book, right? So take a nice deep breath. Because I just got this nice, cool, soothing vibe when I touch this deck for you, my Aries, watching this. Nice deep breath. Voices of the Ascended Masters, please. What is the perfect healing mantra for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? This new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius. July to August 2020, because the angels are talking about a new beginning and the gods are talking about a new beginning. Usually the Ace of Cups we think of as a beginning of love or a new emotion, emotional seed, but amongst the inner storm of 5 of Cups, which might be going on before, during, or after, you know, it's going to play itself out differently. So either someone's at storm and then this cup is offered, or the cup kicks in the storm. So many different ways that's going to play itself out, but a new round of emotional something or other. So what is the perfect healing mantra to help them with all of that, my Ascended Masters? This new moon to full moon next for the Aries collective. Releasing expectations. This has been the mantra I've been working for the past week. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. All right, let me get a little closer there so you can see. It's a very, very bright light shining on that. But yeah, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. And I know that sort of flies in the face of a lot of New Age tropes about visualization and all that stuff. But, you know, let me read it from the book. It's really good. It absolutely relaxes you. It allows you to sort of, instead of a tense expectation, it's more like, oh, oh, I can not let it go, get rid of it, but relax on it. Releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be whether I envision them or not. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. That's what I mean. It's a bit more of a gentler surrender. It's not an abdication of responsibility. It's a releasing of an expectation. It's a softening. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. Now, of course, that is a surrender of control on some level, and the ego don't like that, and that's why it's a mantra. You repeat it, right? When you feel yourself winding up, not to push down that voice, right? The painful voice, the expecting voice, the one that really wants, or to douse out hope, but just to be like, it's okay. Highest possibilities come to be whether I envision them or not. Yeah, this mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust, which in these days is tricky AF, and alleviating disappointment. I like that one. That's why I chose it for a week, or it chose me, whatever. We are going to top off the cherry on the Sunday of this divinatory Sunday. We are going to get you a whisper of love, what the piece of inspiration or insight that you need from your higher self. Cool? Nice deep breath. One more. Ascended Masters, the higher selves. It's like there's such a thin line on this one. That's interesting. Please, the higher selves of all involved. One card in clarity for this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on up there? One card in clarity for them for this. What do they need? What is the insight, the inspiration that they need from their higher selves? The whisper of love concerning this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2020. Please, what is the whisper of love that you have for the Aries collective? Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Now look, you're Aries. I've dated some of you, not all of you. We're not going to stereotype an entire, but that's what people do, right? You probably have no problem speaking honestly, but can you do it in a loving manner? And honestly, there might be a lot of expectations here. So let's start from the beginning. We'll put it together. So the angels are absolutely talking about a new beginning here, and I'm going to bounce around, right? And the gods are saying, Ace of Cups, it's Ace of Cups time, drink up, right? Here's your opportunity. Will you drink, or what is the word from it? May this cup pass from me? Little Garden of Gethsemane action there, right? Are you going to let it go by? Because it is stirring you. It is, and again, whether this emotional upset, the storm that you're at, it arrives during the storm, you got to trust that as part of divine timing, right? Something's going on there, unless of course your expectations are what is whipping up the storm, and this will help heal that, right? Only the highest possibilities come to be whether I envision it or not, which means that the highest possibilities for the evolution of my soul, not necessarily that I'm going to get what I want, but I'm going to get what I need through whatever this new experience is, so that I conventionally not just get what I want, but be able to handle getting what I want. It's an ace, right? And that you be honest as you go. You say, I'm terrified. Right? Maybe not first date, but it just be like, or, I really like you. I think what we've just been through, we're still going through on planet Earth right now. I'm not going to talk about it. This is YouTube. I know what I can say and I can't say. Just really keep that in mind, that what we've been going through here, people are really soul searching and getting clear on what they want to say. And I've been making amends with people. I've been reaching out and being very honest with them and said, yeah, I was really, really, really in pain at that time, and I'm very sorry. And if you can forgive me, great, but I had to at least reach out, right? Things like that. So be honest. Even if it's the case of like, I really love you, and or I really, really like you, or whatever, and it scares the crap out of me. Be honest, right? Be in a loving manner. And of course, if you need to go holler your head off into, a pillow or something, go scream at a chair, a little Gestalt and Pepper for you. Gestalt and Pepper. Why hasn't somebody done that, Gestalt and Pepper? They should. This Five of Cups absolutely do that, so that you have that honest expression there, but that you do it in a loving, therapeutic way. So that's what I see for you, my Aries. Lovely, lovely, lovely thing coming in, but I get that there's a lot of tumult around it, a lot of emotion around it. So may the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next July to August 2020, that they may release expectations and calm the storm and experience this new opportunity of love that's coming their way with honesty, which is essential, and probably a whole new beginning for them should they decide to take the ride. And may they decide to take that ride, that if it be for the well-being of all. And so motivating. And so it is. Thank you for watching First Reading Down. I always appreciate my Aries kicking off the series with them, as so many people do. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next new moon on Monday. Get your fires, dance through the night. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.